Miami Heat Nation, hello guys, my name is Trent, and over here we are going to be covering the Miami Heat's offseason and heading into next year. So guys, if you support the Miami Heat or your favorite team is the Miami Heat, make sure you drop that sub and turn on post notifications. Now guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about 3 free agents to replace PJ Tucker if he ends up leaving this offseason. Now, if y'all didn't know, PJ Tucker has opted out his $7.4 million player option, and there is plenty of teams that are going to be offering him some huge contracts. Now, to start it off, number one, Bruce Brown. Now, Bruce Brown this season played about 71 games, 72 to be exact, averaged about 9 points, shooting about 50% from the field, 4.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists, while shooting 40% from the three-point line, and averaging about 1.1 steal a game for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, his last deal was on a 1-year, $4 million deal, and obviously he outplayed that. There was some huge games that he played in the postseason. Obviously, unfortunately, they didn't win, but during that regular season / postseason, he definitely played a key role. He kind of played that not the hybrids, but pretty much was like, he's about 6'4", and he was playing the 5'4", he was playing in the middle pretty much, when KD was he would set a screen for KD, he would roll, hit it with the easy floater. He could spread out the floor and shoot the three. He can attack the rim, create his own shot. There's a lot of stuff that Bruce Brown could do, and I feel like we can get him on a fair deal. Plays definitely some solid defense. We got to find the same intensity in a way if we lose PJ Tucker, because that's definitely going to be a tough loss. So I feel like Bruce Brown definitely brings that. Yes, I understand his height isn't the tallest, and yes, he is going to be playing undersized, but he's been playing undersized pretty much throughout his whole career, and he has been playing pretty solid with the Brooklyn Nets, and that's where he pretty much turned his whole career around, and I feel like he would fit this Miami Heat culture. Does a lot of little things that don't really show on the stat line, and I wouldn't mind bringing him in just to replace Tucker if he ends up leaving, and also probably will be a cheaper option, probably get on a 2-year deal with the second year being a PO. And let's see if he'll be interested in that. I don't really expect Bruce Brown to return to the Brooklyn Nets. So come to Miami, where we're going to be winning an NBA championship this upcoming season. Number two, Nicholas Batum. If y'all see, I'm obviously going after players that have length in a way that play that 4, kind of 5 position when they play small ball to, expand the floor out. Nicholas Batum on the Los Angeles Clippers, honestly, has been a huge addition. And when people picked him up, no one really expected much from him because it seemed like he was washed, but he played perfect with this role. This year it's about 8 points a game, shooting 46% from the field, 4.3 rebounds, 1.7 assists, while shooting 40% from the three-point line, averaging about a steal a game. And one thing about Nicholas Batum, he could play that 4 positions, about 6'8", and his contract right now is about $3.3 million. He did decline his player option, so he's obviously going to become a free agent. The only thing is he does want to return to the Clippers. But I'm pretty sure if the Miami Heat are offering him money, he's also getting a little bit older. He's going to be like, this is probably going to be my last big contract. And I'm not saying give Batum a huge contract, but offer more than the Clippers in a way. And I feel like, what? He already knows that Miami's already a great living, a great organization, a great team that we're going to be competing for an NBA championship. But when he brings to this court, obviously, he can shoot the three. He's also a great passer. He also can play that big role if you want to play small ball in a way. He crashes for offensive rebounds. He's a solid defender for about being 6'8". And just the little things, once again, doesn't really show on the stat line, but very incredible pickup, especially for the low. Not trying to play these two players too much money, but outbid the Clippers. And I feel like Bruce Brown and Nicholas Batum could be a great option if we lose PJ Tucker. And they're both, like I said, they're both solid on the defense and the intensity, and they've been here in the playoff experience already. Now, lastly, we are going to be talking about Thaddeus Young, the third player for the Toronto Raptors. Didn't really play much early in the year with the San Antonio Spurs. Didn't really play too much with Toronto, but his stats kind of did improve a little bit. Played more than in San Antonio. Averaged about 6 points a game, shooting 46% from the field, 4.4 rebounds, 1.7 assists, averaged about 1.2 steals. Now, he's shooting about 40% from the three, but only really took 1 to 2 per game, so isn't really a high shot percentage, whatever, or taking much threes, so I'm not going to really consider that. But what Thaddeus Young could do is, one, he's a veteran. He's been in this league for a long time. Is a great defender, is a great passer, can create the offense, can create his own shot, work in the post, shoot the mid-range, and do a lot of dirty work. Once again, as you see, these players that I'm seeing or bringing up do a lot of dirty work that doesn't really show on the stat line. And so I feel like it'll be a credible pickup for the Miami Heat, and I feel like it's not going to be too expensive. So out of these 3 players, who would you rather have? Bruce Brown, Thaddeus Young, or Nicholas Batum? Like I said, feel like they'll be all great options. The only thing is that I'm concerned we're probably going to be losing PJ Tucker. And that's why I decided to make this video, because I'm seeing teams want to offer him $10+ million. And personally for me, he's 37 years old, close to touching 40. I don't want to offer him that much money, especially that we're already in cap hell with, Kyle Lowry's big contract and, Duncan Robinson. Yes, I'll love him back. I don't want him to leave, but if he's going to ask for that much money, we'll just move on and look at these other players that could play the same role in a similar way like PJ Tucker. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. The NBA draft is around the corner. It's actually tomorrow, so make sure you have post notifications on, free agency and all that good stuff. I love you guys so much, and I'm out. Peace.